Of course, we made it back into the heat and humidity once again for today, which is normally where we should be for a good portion of August. But if we look back on the month so far, since we're already into the latter part of the month, still amazing to see the amount of blue days lined up, showing days where we had highs below normal. We had plenty of those for the first week of August. A good portion of last week was running a bit below normal before we got the weekend underway. Then you see how we went from 92 on Friday. The rain knocked us down to 87 on Saturday, but for the past 2 days alone, yeah, we certainly got back into the heat and humidity. We hit the mid 90s yesterday, dropped back to the upper 70s for a warm start this morning, and then easily right back into the mid 90s once again. Unfortunately, the heat and humidity in play couldn't fire off any isolated showers or thunderstorms to give at least a few spots a break from the heat. So that continues to be the main headline, not just for the evening to start things out, but all the way through Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. All these heat advisories across the entire area. So we've got a few more hot and humid days before we see a little relief in sight later on in the forecast. Right now, we're mostly clear at 7th and Ranch Line. 93 in Joplin. Feels like 97, though, with the dew point sitting at 68. That south breeze at 13 is trying to help things out a little bit. Overall, though, it's keeping everybody mainly in the lower to middle 90s right now. It's also keeping some of the humidity up as well. Dew points, they can certainly be a lot worse than this, mid 60s to lower 70s, but when temperatures are this hot, it doesn't take a lot of humidity to make it feel like the upper 90s and some lower triple digits across the region. Thankfully, though, we'll get a little reprieve from the heat as we go through the evening. 83 by 10, 81 by midnight. We'll drop back to 75 for most of us as we go through the course of the night. Any thunderstorms close to us, mainly from St. Louis along the Mississippi, trying to make their way to Cape Girardeau, Sikeston, and areas north of the Boot Heel. Not to mention storms along the front to the north. The same front that brought us storms on Saturday, but jetted back to the north yesterday, all because of this upper level ridge. This is what keeps us dry, but keeps us hot and humid for sure as we continue into tomorrow. So let's break down tomorrow with the forecast here on the Future Track. Everyone's mostly clear throughout the evening. Eventually, though, that will drop temperatures down to about 75 degrees first thing in the morning. Quite a warm start, but that south breeze kicks up a little bit at 5 to 15, but still keeps us hot. 92 by noon. Afternoon highs in Joplin will top out around 97, and that's how much of the area will fare. Mid, even a few upper 90s. And again, temperatures like that doesn't take a lot of humidity for tomorrow, especially to make it feel like it's between 100 and 106. So it's no wonder those heat advisories will remain in place. And of course they will remain in place too, because this upper ridge stays in place through the middle of the week. But by the end of the week, a weakness in the ridge could allow for a few isolated storms for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon. The thinking is, though, once we head into Monday, we should have our next front roll on in to thankfully give us slightly better rain chances and a chance to knock highs back into the upper 80s by Monday. Until then, Dow, the heat and humidity, that's the name of the game. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with highs around 96, 97, and the humidity in play. Those alert days will remain in place as well.
And for those of you who had been watching golf coverage on CBS, you are joining this broadcast in progress. Thanks for staying with us. Coming up